Hi, thank you to AlgoLaser for sending me this Pixi laser engraving machine for review. Color print manual. I think I dropped something. Yeah, I think I dropped something. There's a grub screw falling out from the machine. I don't know where that come from. A very small grub screw. Okay. I think I know where the grub screw is falling out from. The cutting plate attached to the frame by using a 4 M3 screw. If I remove it, you can take off the cutting plate. And if I turn the machine upside down, this is the grub screw that is falling out from the machine. So it's very loose fitting. So what is this grub screw is using for? The machine comes with a separate protector in the case that you can't close down the lid. So you can't use this magnetic cover. The laser lens is not in the center. You have extrusion of the magnetic on one side. You can't put it a long way. But the issue is that the grub screw is very loose. After a few prints, it will come out by itself. This could be a focusing adjustment, but you don't have to adjust anything here. The laser module that they sent to me is 10 watts. They have 3 watts, 5 watts, and 10 watts. For engraving, 5 watt is usually enough for most work, but if you choose 10 watts, then you can engrave a thicker powder coating materials on metal. So there are two linear rods on the x-axis, and it's move very smoothly, and also two linear rods for the y-axis. And the X motor is attached to the laser unit, and the Y motor is attached to the frame. This is the Y motor. It's attached to the frame in the bottom. There is a small ventilation fan in the back, and they come with the exhaust pipe, so you can thread in. It's about 1 meter long, this pipe. You're gonna need to put this on if you want to do a heavy engraving with a high power. So it's gonna burn a lot of materials and create a lot of smoke. And if you just do a normal engraving, you will need this, except that you engrave a harmful material like paint. Since we are in the back side, this will be a power jack. 24 volt 2.5 amps, and they have a mechanical switch here. This machine has 3 centimeter focus, so you can use this for setting the focus of the laser. And this will be the connector for the Rotary, which is I'll show you in a minute. You can print in the XY and also with the Rotary. And this 4 thumb screw is for adjusting the height. So in case that you need to print something taller, you can move out the whole machine. To do this, you need to put it on the side like this and remove the 4 thumb screw. You need to push with your thumb from the bottom and move it to the location that you want. There's some click, and the rails here is made from metal. The back panel is plastic. And the main frame here is also die-cast aluminum. So you can move it like this and put back screw. Okay, the hole is here. It's quite difficult to locate the hole. And I have 4 screws here. The cutting board has 2 sides, one with a scale, so that you can place your object in the right location, and the other side for cutting, and they put 4 M3 screw here for mounting the cutting plate. So if you want to remove it, you need to use the Allen key to remove the screw, and it's quite difficult to remove because you need to raise up the laser unit first to be able to unscrew with the Allen key. I recommend that you use an M3 thumb screw to lock it instead of using the M3 screw. Because with this unit, the distance between the laser module and the engraving surface has to be 3 centimeters. You can use this gauge to help adjusting the position of the laser. So when you close the lid will be also laced up together with the laser module. So if your object is long, you won't be able to close this. That's why they give you this magnetic protector so that you can use this instead of the using the lid. And they come with a limit switch here. So when you close the lid, it will activate the switch and it will know that you haven't closed the lid, and it will not print. Okay, as I said before, the main frame of this machine is made from die-casting aluminum, but the cover here is plastic. And on the top you find another cover which is made from acrylic. And on the back side, it comes with 4 magnetics that will attach to the main frames. When I first got it, 2 of the magnetic is fallen off by itself, but I reattached it with the super glue and it works fine. I think the lid here is a bit tight fit, so you may need to press that. You need to press on the 4 corners. And when you open the top cover, you will find that there is a knob here that you can adjust the height of the laser unit to make it 3 centimeters from the engraving surface. And there's cooling fans for the diode laser. The printing area for this machine is 10 by 10, so it's not big, so it's suitable for printing a small label on the carton box envelopes. So this machine comes with its own operating system, so you don't have to connect to the mobile phone or your PC. When you first turn it on, it will prompt you to connect to the Wi-Fi. And after you connect to the Wi-Fi, it will update the firmware, and I didn't have any problem during the update. It works fine. So there are 3 input methods that you can input your data into the machine. One is by using the thumb drive. In the back of the machine, it has a USB-C input. You need to use the adapter to plug the thumb drive. So after you plug it in, you need to tap it here, and it will open the files that you can read, picture files, JPG, PNG. Can open this, and it can also open the SVG files, the vector. And if you import the vector files, it will enter the cutting mode. But if you import the pictures file, it will enter engraving mode. So the best way to work with this machine is to use the USB drive. I forgot to mention that it also comes with this pen, so you don't have to press with your finger if you have a fat finger. Okay, this is the second mode, typing. So you can type the letters here, double tap it. For the fonts, you only have 2 fonts, the print and the handwriting. The handwriting will look like this, and the print will look like this, and you can adjust the size here, or you can scale it when you start engraving. And the last mode is direct draw. You can draw the line here directly. It will convert to the pictures. So you can download the Algor software, and if you are in the same network, Wi-Fi network, it's going to find the engraver, and you need to select the laser module. I have a 10 watt version. Click on confirm. Now you can't Click next. It says right here that your phone is already connected and you can move printing area on the 10 by 10 cutting board. You can click on start and it will start engraving, but this is not my preferable method because you need to turn on your phone all the time to do the engraving. If you turn off the phone or exit this page, the engraving will stop. The phone app will generate a G code and send it to the SD card in the engraving machine. This machine has an SD card. I don't know how to remove it. It could be stuck in the main board somewhere. With this phone app, you can't do a lot of adjustment here. I found that it's more difficult to use than transfer the files from your phone to a USB thumb drive and operate from the machine is easier. I'm not going to use this method for this demonstration. So after you disconnect, the machine operating system will gain the control of the machine. The first example, I will engrave on this paintbrush handle. I'm going to use the files that I made, logo of my company, and engrave it. And this is the best part of this software. If you look here, you can choose the materials. They have a preset value for the materials. And this is the birch plywood. They have already made a sample of the output. So when you're using the engraving machine, there's only two settings that you have to make. One is the power and two is the speed. So this graph is the speed and this is the power. In my older machine, I need to do a trial error until I get the best result. But with this machine, it comes with a preset value. So if I want to about this dark, I click here and click on confirm. That's it. And next I'm going to click on processing. And next reposition. And scale. You can reposition and scale. If I click on this button, the laser will start moving on the printing area. So I need to, must be too big. I will scale it to be a very small one. Do it again. Okay, that will be about right. So next you're gonna need to adjust the focusing point. Okay, so now I adjust the focusing point, close the lid back because you don't want to see the laser projection. Okay, let me close the lid. So I will execute. Okay, it's all done. Not too dark, not too light. You don't have to do a trial error. Okay, let me open the windows and get some fresh air inside here. Okay, next let's see if we can engrave the 3D print. This one is PETG. Okay, click on here, Algor type, double click, test, click on next. So I will engrave this text onto the PETG print. I click on here for the materials. I scroll down. They have a lot of preset value. This is a good thing about this machine. You don't have to guess for the power and the speed. Black ABS sheet. You can print ABS. But it's going to smell very bad, so I'm going to test this with PETG. I have already tested with the ABS and the result is quite okay. So I'm going to shoot this for the intensity of the embossed text. So you can see they already have a preset value. Click on confirm, process, and I'm going to move it here. Let's try. Okay, let me adjust the focus point. Click on start. Okay, here's the result. It can engrave the PETG. Yeah. This one is ABS. Engraving on the ABS is much better in the quality, but it smells very bad, like a burning rubber. And I think you have to do it outdoor. And AlgoLaser also sent me this aluminum name card and coat with the paint. So when you engrave it, it look like this after engraving. So in this example, I try to burn a photograph onto this coated aluminum. To print photographs, you need to go to your thumb drive. I copy it from my phone. It's gonna take a while to load the image. I click on engraving. I click on, I need to choose coated metal. And it comes to this page for you to select the preset value. I'm gonna use 40% here for the power and 4000 for the speed. Click on confirm, and next it's going to process this. Let's see where I put it here. And it's going to smell because it is removing the paint from the coating. So I need to exhaust this outside because the smell is very bad. Okay, here's the result from the coated aluminum. I think it's too strong. When I use a preset value with plywood, it turns out very good. One good thing about this machine is because it's small, so that you can't use it for engraving a cutting box. To do this, you just simply remove the cutting plate. You need to move the laser module down to the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna do the same. This time I will choose corrugated cardboard. I will choose this one or this one. Let's try this one. 20% of the power. Click on confirm, process, and move it out here a bit. Okay, here's the result on the cardboard box. I think it looks very nice. This is a full printing area at 10 centimeters. Okay, so I take this very clear and clean, readable. You can print a label on a carton box without using the ink, and don't even have to hook this up to a computer. So it's quite convenient if you print a lot of shipping label on a carton box. This is not only roller, so you can place a cylindrical object like this. It comes with two separate cables connected together, A and B, like this. I think it's cannot print larger than this with the roller. The size of the beer can. Okay, you need to change the mode. Go to setting, machine, working mode, roller. So if you put a roller in this orientation, horizontal, the machine will move along the x-axis. And if you choose this, the machine will move along the y-axis. Okay, I'm going to print out the text. Test. And I'm going to use the coated metals, 60%. Let's try. So I need to put this on. Click on start. Okay, so here the engrave beer can. Here's my old engraving machine. I bought this 5 years ago. I don't use it that much because one, it doesn't have any protector. Number two, it needs to be connected to a computer or my phone to be able to operate. And number three, the base is too wide. I cannot place it on some of the cardboard box. Pixi print much faster than this one. So when comparing with the Pixi, where it can be used without connecting to the PC, and it's small enough to be placed on the current box to create a label very easy, and it works like it's intended to do. There's no complaint about that, except for some mechanical design flaws that I have already explained. The grub screws, the top lid is a bit too tight, and it's very difficult to raise up the machine. I mean, it takes a lot of time to adjust the height. The rotary plug here, it should be using a more durable male plug, because plug like this you can't pull in and out daily. I think it's good for the price. The price about the same as my older machines, like it can do more. The operating system works flawlessly, no issue. Connecting to the phone is not that good, so you need to rely on USB thumb drive to input your data. Alright, thanks you guys for watching. See you in the next video.